get some thoughts about that and talk to Mahdi Darius Nazemroaya. He's from the Centre for Research on Globalization, joining us from Ottawa. Thanks for being on RT again. It's appreciated. I mean, there's mounting speculation, isn't there, that Washington is considering arming and training the rebels. What basis do we have for that now? Are we any clearer that that will or won't happen?
Well, based on American sources, they are helping the rebels. A couple of weeks ago, an American official told the Chicago Tribune that CIA officials are in Libya.
Okay. Now, yes, do carry on.
Before that, Reuters said that before President Obama passed the rebels, the CIA was already on the ground. The U.S. has been like the Egyptian military to send weapons into the rebels. The rebels are very much being supported by the United States and NATO.
Marty, we've got a bit of a bad line there, I'm afraid. Let's try and persevere with one more question. So it goes. If not, I'm afraid we'll have to leave this interview. It's just a bit of a sound problem. I mean, if these people are armed, there's a worry, isn't there, that Al-Qaeda has infiltrated some of these rebel groups. So Washington could, in fact, be handing arms to Al-Qaeda, the very thing it didn't want to do.
Yes, in fact, at the United States Senate Armed Services Committee, they mentioned that there are Al-Qaeda elements involved or similar elements that are terrorists involved in this rebellion in eastern Libya. So, yes, they are going to arm terrorists.
Now, following the recent NATO airstrike that killed 13 rebels, as we were reporting yesterday, is this the early stages, do you think, of another Iraq and Afghanistan where coalition attempts to establish peace are in fact claiming innocent lives?
Well, if you look at Yugoslavia, after the bombings were done in Kosovo, NATO itself admitted that they killed more Albanians than the Serbs did. Their bombs are indiscriminate in who they kill. In fact, I also want to point out that the head of the spokesperson for the Transitional Council apologized when their people were killed by NATO. This shows that they're not really an independent party. They're towing the line from Brussels and Washington. So there's Russian and Ukrainian nurses testifying that hospitals are being bombed and civilians are being hurt. So this is not a humanitarian effort. It's a smokescreen. This is aggression. This is a war of aggression against Libya.
You know, and there's that big unanswered question the other side to this. I alluded to it just now. Who actually the rebels are, and are the Allied forces any closer to knowing who they are actually dealing with? I know they've had the CIA. They're trying to get some information, taking it back to Washington. Will these people be able to form a government, do you think, anyway, at the end of the day, if Gaddafi does go?
I believe that the interests of the United States are to balkanize Libya, to divide it into several states. They are working to divide Libya. They're going to give the rebels limited help. At another United States Senate Armed Services Committee, the head of intelligence told Senator McCain and Senator Lieberman that Libya is going to be divided into probably 3 different states. And I'm going to paraphrase. One based around Tripoli and its environs, another one in Benghazi and its environs, and another. And he said it's going to be similar to Libya before the monarchy was established, when it was 3 different semi-autonomous areas. So they're breaking Libya up just like they broke Yugoslavia up.
Interesting to have your thoughts on the programme. Mahdi Darius Nazemroaya from the Centre for Research and Globalization, as I say, on the line from Ottawa, Canada tonight. Thank you.